Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Tamara. This has been a difficult week already. It's only Wednesday, so the start of this week has been really hard. We just got to the park, Selah and I decided to get out, come take a walk. A part of me is like, I don't know, like disappointed in myself or something like that, because it's like, I need to lift. But I also just need to get out of the house. I know it's really good for my mental health to just like get out, because I'm really starting to retreat and withdraw. I can feel that. And it's also, you know, one of my intentions to spend some time in the sun every day. So I decided to come and take a walk. Selah always wants to get out the house anyway. Every day she's like, outside. So that's what we are doing. It's just been well, Monday I took the day to literally I didn't do anything. I rested. I watched like movies on Netflix. I needed that time to rest, just because the past 2 weeks have been really exhausting. A lot of personal things going on too, some disappointments. So I think I just needed that day. But I'm still in a really negative headspace. It has carried over, and I'm trying to combat that. I'm trying to not sit in my feelings, you know, and it has been difficult these past 3 days. So hopefully this walk is going to help. I'm trying to get back into my routine. Like, my routine kind of got thrown off these past 2 weeks, which is unfortunate, because it's like I literally just like started this new routine. So, you know, but life happens. That's the lesson. Like, life is not perfect. You know, I'm a recovering perfectionist, so I'm trying to maneuver, and it's been difficult. It's really been difficult. So we are going to go take a nice little walk. I have to make a quick run to the grocery store to pick up just a few things, and then go home. And I need to clean. I need to clean my space. I know that's a huge issue too. Like, things are chaotic, and then when I'm not in the best headspace, like, I just don't want to clean. But I know cleaning is also going to help, and it's just like this cycle that keeps going. So let me stop rambling and go take our beautiful walk. Oh, don't take your shoes off. We're about to go walk. Do you want to walk? Okay, so keep your shoes on, okay? Okay, we are back from our walk. It was a good walk. Selah, did you have a good walk? Yeah, you had a fun walk? Yeah. And you ran a little bit too. So it took me a little bit longer because she wanted to walk for a while. Usually my trick is like asking her if she wants to watch something on Netflix on my phone to get her back in the stroller. She kept saying no. And then eventually she wanted to watch something, so I put her back in the stroller. Because even when she's running, I'm still walking extremely slow. Because, you know, she's not really going anywhere. Yeah, I'm really sweaty too. Like, my armpits are sweaty. it's hot. So yeah, that was good. It was just a great time for me to just think, have one of my God talks. I love just like talking to God when I'm walking in the park or in nature or whatever. It reminds me of my high school days, because that's when I started having like these God talks on my way to the bus stop every morning for school. I am really sweaty, oh my gosh. So yeah, I really wasn't thinking of this as like a workout, but just just some time. Alright, so now we're just going to take a quick trip to the grocery store, get home, have some lunch. What time is it? And then it will be time for Selah's nap. Prayerfully. Say welcome to Wegmans. Say welcome to Wegmans. Alright, so it is a little while later. Selah finally went to sleep. She actually fell asleep on the way home from the grocery store, but then when we got into the house, she didn't want to take her nap. So read 2 books, put her in bed. I went to take a shower, came out, she still wasn't asleep. But she is finally asleep now. Praise the Lord. So I wanted to sit down and have a little chit chat. I really want to talk about the #1 thing that I wish I would have known before starting my fitness journey. So years and years ago. And that is the understanding of emotional weight. I think I actually did a podcast episode on this in season 2, I believe. I'll have to check. If I did, I'll link it. But yeah, this this has been a revelation for me over this past year and a half, I would say. Emotional weight. I know I mentioned in my Fit on Purpose wellness video that I have just been experiencing a lot of resistance to almost everything that has in the past like brought me joy, or I know that is healthy and helpful for me. And working out has definitely been one of the things. And you know how so many people say, you know, like fitness or the gym changes their life, especially when they're battling depression or anxiety, and it really becomes an outlet for me. It really becomes an outlet for them. But for me, depression for me has a way of turning everything into a burden. So even my outlets become affected. So before, when it was like, you know, I'll work out and, you know, just have that time to really focus on myself and release, it became the opposite of that, because I would start a workout and literally my mind is just racing, so many thoughts, and then so many negative thoughts are coming up. There are so many times where I've started a workout, I'm like so intentional, like I want to work out to feel better, I want to work out just to maintain my health, but then I start and I am just like flooded with negativity. So there were so many times where I would start a workout and then all of these negative thoughts are just running through my head and I would just give up. It's like, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. And it was just so overwhelming and so stressful. So I think that's one part of why I've struggled with my fitness routine for these 2 years, because of that emotional weight. And it really does, it feels physical, just like when you're maybe first starting a fitness routine or you're getting back into it and you've probably like lost some muscle memory. If you're carrying extra weight, you notice that, you can feel it, and it just feels heavier whenever you're doing your workout. And that's what it felt like emotionally, but it has a physical aspect to it as well. So that's why I mentioned in, I think, my previous video, like when you struggle with depression, it is also physically exhausting. Which is why it's so hard to get out of the bed in the morning. You just want to lay in the bed because you are so drained. And many years ago, when I first went on this fitness journey, now, you know, I'm calling it my wellness journey, I had no understanding of this, no awareness. I would not have been able to put this into words properly, but now I can. And because I am aware of it, it is a little bit harder to sit in the negativity, the despair, because I know the things that are helpful for me. It's getting harder for me to allow the resistance to win. So, you know, earlier you saw that I went out for a walk. I really wanted to, you know, lift weights today, but I was like, you know what, Tamara, let's get out, because if I don't get out now, I probably won't leave the house. I probably won't even just like stand outside in the driveway for a few minutes, you know. So I went out and I took a walk, and this is something that was an epiphany for me really a couple of years ago when we were living in Jersey, and I was just having a difficult week. It was a really low week, and that weekend, I'm pretty sure Eddie was out of town for work for the weekend, so it was just me. Really didn't want to like move from the couch, just wanted to binge Netflix, and I really just needed to like run to the store to like get something to eat. I didn't want to do that, you know, because even during that time it was like, man, let me just order, and like, because the delivery person will literally just like come up to the door and deliver the food. So, you know, you get into a habit, you get in a routine of doing that. But I think I really needed to, I think I was trying to go, I needed to go to the dollar store for something other than food, I think. So I was like, you know what, Tamara, get up, walk to the store. It's going to take you 10 minutes to go and come back. And the moment I walked out of my apartment building, my mood immediately lifted. It was like the weight lifted off of me. Just feeling the air touch my skin, and it felt like I could really exhale. And that was the moment that I realized that sometimes I just needed to get out of the mental prison that I am forcing myself to stay in. So literally just going outside and getting in nature and breathing helps me. It's not a cure. It's not like, oh, all of the thoughts are gone and all of my problems are gone. But it really allows me to, you know, come back to reality, come back to the moment, and realize that I'm not drowning, even though sometimes it feels that way internally. I have been extremely hard on myself these past few years, and even, you know, starting this wellness journey, I came into it with the intention of this really being heavily focused on my mindset and my mental health, and not just the physical transformation. But it's still hard, you know, to not focus on the physical solely, you know, and in a way feeling just really disappointed in myself and like my progress. And this is one of the main reasons why I need to focus so much on my mental health, because I am making progress. It's not like this extreme transformation in 4 weeks, which is like, you know, honestly, like, yeah, I want an extreme transformation in 4 weeks. But, you know, when I'm thinking about it in the long run, and, you know, having this education too in my backpack, it's like, that's not even the healthiest thing to do. But still, when you are thinking from a place of lack and insecurity, that's all that matters to you in that moment. So really focusing on my mental health and my mindset is helping me to not go to the extreme, you know. And these past 2 years have been the most difficult for me probably ever in dealing with depression and anxiety, because this emotional weight is heavier than any physical weight that I would want to lose. So my encouragement for all of us is to really take a step back and to acknowledge, really acknowledge our well-being, our mental well-being as we are on this journey. Because many times that is the number one thing that is standing in the way of our breakthrough. I keep saying I'm in the valley, and I am. And it's been extremely difficult to be here. Even earlier today, I was just thinking like, oh, why did I decide to start this series? Like, there's still these negative thoughts and these limiting beliefs that are coming up. Like, you're not going to be able to change. You're not going to be able to transform, and not just physically, but mentally, spiritually as well. And again, like, even though I've done a transformation before, just like life is so different now. There's just so many outside factors. And my mindset has just really been attacked. But I still have the faith, even though it feels like, you know, faith is really, really low right now. I still have the faith that I'm not going to stay in the valley, and remembering my why. And that is to inspire and to empower and to motivate, and not just, you know, anybody who's going to watch this, but myself as well. And I am happy that I am documenting this, even though I'm still very nervous, pretty terrified to even do this. But just keeping those things in the forefront of my mind helps. So if you are also on a wellness journey, remember that everything is connected: your mind, your body, your spirit, and it shouldn't just be a physical transformation, because we aren't one-dimensional people. So I wanted to sit and release what was on my heart. I think I am on, technically, I think, what week is, I don't even know, because the past 2 weeks I got thrown off. I really got thrown off the past 2 weeks because did I post? I don't know if I posted a video yet, but my bonus daughter was here. So then we were doing a lot of family things. And you know, that's important too, to really be flexible and, you know, enjoying family time and not being so like stuck on like, oh, I'm on this wellness journey and I can't do this, can't do that. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. And you can still make healthy choices, again, not only for your physical health, but your mental and your spiritual health as well, and still enjoy that family time. But it did, just, you know, just the logistics of everything and, you know, routines being thrown off. I feel like I did get thrown off quite a bit in trying to really get back into my solid routine that I had established for 4 weeks. So that has been difficult. I have yet to sit down and record the 4-week update. I'm now on, that's what I'm trying to figure, what week is this? I think I'm on week 6, I want to say. Well, technically, no, this is like week 7. Week 5 was pretty much like a I feel like that was kind of like a reset week. I don't know. These past 2 weeks have just been craziness. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a long like 8-week update. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens as we continue on. But here we are, still pushing forward. It is not easy at all, but life isn't easy. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope that you have received some type of encouragement or insight from me sharing my story. You know, I am a firm believer in sharing our stories because they help to change lives. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can continue on this journey with me. Until next time, peace, love, and light.